Hari Om Tat Sat. What Bhagavad Gita says about your life path. That is what we are going to do the reading about today. It's a pick a pile, as you can see. Select whichever card you feel the most resonated with, attracted with, then pick that pile based on your intuition. And I always suggest and recommend pick based on your intuition. Take a deep breathe in, breathe out, and select. But if you fail to select via intuition, the second option is to select via your date of birth. And people who are very curious to know both based on intuition and date of birth, then take whatever resonates in all of those readings. Yeah? Okay. Now I also have these beautiful oracle cards which will reveal certain things about your life path as well, along with Bhagavad Gita reading. It's a mix and match of the messages that we are getting from the universe. Okay, so I hope that was enough time to check which one you felt the most resonated with. Let's start with the reading. The first pile here, since these are really huge cards here, I'll intuitively pick the cards and then shuffle the cards here based on the messages that I'm receiving. And everything is based on your karma. According to me here, based on the intuitions, I'm seeing the word karma a lot here. And what you're facing now, constantly you're facing some current energies, there is a court case or something like that. Then intuitively, I have seen this card being the most beneficial here. Okay, the super soul here. You are the super soul here, connected to the super soul. So you're always going to have that ladder where everything is one. Everything is there within each other, and you have to recognize the power that you have. Who is the super soul guiding you? And the soul that is receiving all the information, it is all interlinked. Probably that is what you have to know and understand, right? Then, what is the super soul here? So it says in this body exists one more soul, the super soul. The super soul is the supreme enjoyer, proprietor, controller, and the overseer too. So everything is happening based on this super soul which is within you, the subconscious mind, the higher Atma, all of it is Paramatma. And you should know that everything is interlinked and connected, so it is always filled with abundance. And the message that the Gita has for you today is that if you felt that there is a lack, okay, I'm not getting something, then you simply have to tap into the energies of already existing versions of you in multiple parallel universe, right? There is one version of you which has everything that you are desiring. Universe is abundant with money, career, job, marriage, partner, whatever it is, baby, everything and anything is a given, and it is all there, right there in front of you. It's just like a mirror which you can't see further, you can't see after that, but it is right there, abundantly available for you. You have to just see that it's all interconnected and linked. So how would you behave in a temple and how you would behave in a party are way too different. But always treat your heart or your mind as a temple. Always positive mindset, helpful mindset, a kind and caring and an empath mindset, and a mindset of abundance. When you go to the temple, you feel so abundant. You keep donating money, you keep bringing something to the God as if you have everything. And if you go to the temple, you go with open arms. This is for people who believe in one system like this, right? So whenever you go, you're feeling so happy about that visit and you're feeling so abundant. That simply means you are in sync or connection with higher soul there. Same thing when you come back home. You become a different person. Suddenly you're scolding someone, suddenly one phone call comes, you're irritated, but you don't show that much irritation in a temple. So always consider that the super soul is always within you. So if the super soul hears only positive things, you're going to only get positive things. As simple as that. That's the message for you here. Okay. Then there's another message that I saw, which is for you. Remembrance and forgetfulness. What is it? What is the remembrance and what is the forgetfulness here? What does it mean? It simply means I live in everyone's heart, governing their remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. The objective of studying the Vedas is to know me. I am the compiler of Vedanta as well as the knower of the Vedas. I think here it is more to do with whatever you are trying to forget and unable to. That means there is a lesson that is being meant just for you and you are not able to forget it for a reason. And few things you just forget, and there are scenarios which you will face because of that forgetfulness. We know that we forget people, we forget names, we forget certain scenarios, incidences in our life, and it's happening for a reason. And the moment you show yourself as a person who can remember or a person who can forget, everything is going to give a scenario in your life which is a learning experience. So learn from the experience life is offering you, because Krishna or God, whoever you believe in, is responsible for either you remembering or you forgetting or you having the knowledge of a particular thing. Everything is because of him. And he is the ultimate creator, because we don't know who did all of this, but there's a supreme power. So if you believe in that, then you simply have to know that all of us are just here to live to our full and to remember what is important and to forget what is not important. And that is okay. So be very kind to one another. That is one more thing. You will find out your life path this way. I think you're already heading towards adhyatma, spirituality, and all of these things. And your life path is to forget all your worries at the moment. The messages that I'm receiving from the universe are telling me that if you are a person who is forgetful, how is the person around you treating you? How is your family treating you? If you are a person who has lost something because of your memory, let's say you lost 10 lakhs because you had wrong memory and you were carrying that much money somewhere. After that, how are people treating you post that mistake? Are they accepting you for who you are, or are they blaming you for everything, or are they helping you? So this is going to help you navigate through life and understand what is each and every person meant to do here. Are they here to teach you lesson? Are they here to give you love? And Vedas, I think few of you here are also learning Vedas, and you want to learn more about them as well, and you're taking up online course, or you're making sure your children get the values of Vedas, etc. So that is a life path that you will definitely take and be very successful. You're going to also teach whatever you learn. So you're like a mentor kind of person. Your life path is to become a mentor to somebody. Yeah. And the next card here that I see is the Father here. Can you see it? The Father who is teaching everyone. Okay, whatever form and shape the Father is taking, but he is teaching you. He's here. So here there is a different scenario, down there's a different scenario, up here there is a different scenario. Multiple things are happening at once, and God is our ultimate Father and is teaching us lessons like patience and understanding of our ego. Where are we coming from? What should we do about that ego? I see this image and I'm only getting the word ego. I think you have to understand what ego means to you. Who is giving you the ego lessons, or who is showing you ego. So you have to teach that person, or you become the father or mother of someone where they will learn through you or learn with you. That is what I see here. Let's see more here. Wow, 3 gates to hell. And this looks very intriguing at the moment and very dark. Let's see, what is it? What's the message for you? Lust, anger, and greed are the 3 gates to hell. These 3 gates are responsible for the degradation of the soul and should be given up. I think the Gita's message for you right now is that your life path is limiting beliefs of your own. Your life path, you're not able to reach, or the secret message that the universe wanted to give you, you were not taking it because of your lust, anger, and greed and ego which was coming in between. You were not absorbing the knowledge which is coming your way. And that is the 3 gate to hell, they are calling it, because there is nothing else which will put you down than these emotions within you, which will put you further down. Okay, so work on those emotions, because emotions coming and going is valid, but then sitting on it without taking any action is not okay, right? Okay, let's see more here. What is this card saying? By discarding the instructions given in the scriptures and choosing to follow the whims of one's mind, it is not possible to attain either perfection, happiness, or the goal of life. We simply know about this in a larger context. What I'm seeing is sometimes we are so full with our selfish emotions that I don't think without a guidance or a guru or a valuable guidance or morale, we won't be able to pursue everything alone. The I, if we are only the I don't think anything will be achieved with that. And having said that, perfection, happiness, and goal of life, if you want to meet, then all of these guidance from gurus are really the need of the hour for you. Yeah, I think beautiful messages from the Gita itself for you. Let me see what else is there for the next pile here. But before that, 1 or 2 cards of the other deck I want to just pick and show you what I saw. So Gita says you will be transforming yourself so well with all the lessons that you're getting. I think transformation and success is all yours. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I think you're here to spread a lot of love. Butterfly is your spirit animal, and rose is something you keep giving to people so that you bring in a lot of peace and joy and the softness of the rose without the thorns. I hope that's the transformation you will see. Thank you so much. Namaste. Next, let's go to the next pile. As you can see, the next destination is written here. Let's see. Whoever resonated with this, what is the Gita message? Oh my God, this is so surreal. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. Okay, your life path is the last thought one has at the time of death, O son of Kunti, will determine the next destination for the soul. So they say when you are about to leave the body, your entire life comes as memories, and I am sure we want to create good memories there. And whatever is the last thought at the time we leave, apparently that is our next destination. So your path, I think God is sending you a message here saying that now your life path is what you chose in your last life. Yeah. So if you feel sudden attraction towards spirituality, if you feel sudden attraction towards a particular industry that you want to start, particular passion project you want to start, or even if it is a 9-to-5 job and you want to please your boss and just be happy with whatever God has given you in life. 9-to-5 job is completely okay when you want to feed a family and you want to help people of your own. It is still fine, and that could be your destination. Maybe just to follow the instructions and the boss or the parent or the spouse or whoever in your life is right now present, that could be your soul contract very much. And you are trying to only achieve the happy ending of all your soul contracts here. I don't think you are a person who will fight a lot, who wants to create any negativity or enemies at all, and you're a very nice, gentle person. So that is what it will be your destiny. So whatever you think about is going to be your next destiny. Let's see more. Connected to God. What is your life path here when you're connected to God? So I'm easily attained by the one who is constantly thinking of me without any deviation of mind and is constantly connected to me, O son of Preeta. So this simply means that you are very connected to God. No matter what obstacles life gave, you always knew somehow, like any person, like a friend. When you had no money, some friend came and lends money. When you have a very bad day, you meet someone who is going to make sure your life is going to be easier that day. So God is coming to you in different forms and helping you. And I've heard so many stories. When you ask universe, show yourself. When you ask God, show me your present, including just staring at the sky, you just ask, show me a sign. I will chant Om, show me an Om on the cloud. It just simply shows up, and it's unbelievable. So you're that connected to God and you're that energetically aligned with God. And I think your life path is simply to serve God, to keep helping in construction of some temple, invest your money, your time, effort into all of these adhyatma related things, spirituality related products. If you want to manufacture and then sell, like incense sticks, candles like this, or some structures like this, I think you can own a store which has all spiritual items. Yeah, so that could be a soul path. The universe is trying to reveal that all these gifts you have, or psychic abilities you have, or connection with God that you have, is purely just yours, and no one has this kind of ability that you have seen around. So they are God gifted, and you know this. And also because this card showed me the connection to all the avatars of God here, plenty, right? So I think this is the photograph you need to keep somewhere at home and start worshipping. See, multiple forms of God is here, and it looks surreal. And how Krishna is preaching here to Arjuna on the duties of dharma, whatever he is preaching, that should be your dharma here. To go ahead with life and simply do your duties without expectation of the outcome. I think you pray and then you want a small outcome at least somewhere. That one nature should go from today. King of Secrets, that's the next card that Bhagavad Gita has given us. This knowledge is the king of all knowledge. It is the most purifying knowledge, the highest form of religion, and yet a secret of all secrets. It is timeless, understood by self-realization, and a joy to practice. Like I said, this kind of abilities you wouldn't have seen in anyone else. So embrace the uniqueness you have. Embrace all the abilities that you have, and you have so many secrets. You have family secrets. You know that you are someone who's carrying a lot of secrets which is of the divine, and you can't reveal it or teach to people who are not interested in learning all of this. So hold all of that within you and make sure you increase your abilities in such a way that people are going to come to you for relief. People will come to you to learn. You're going to be a mentor, spiritual mentor kind of person, or a spiritual guru kind of person. That is your life path for sure, to hold on to all these secrets and to help people. Okay. And misidentifying God, that's the card I am seeing here. As in, maybe initially you didn't know. It is only fools who ridicule me when they see me, my human form, unaware that I am supreme lord of everything. So I think here people who question things ultimately will know that one or the other way, universe or everything is connected, and earth and the other worlds are all interlinked. I'll tell you how. There was a recent time meteorite which fell on earth, and all four DNA, RNA, whatever is responsible to help a life form was on it. So it definitely did not come from earth, and it was from the outside or other galaxy or other universe. So always when we think we know facts, or when we think we know everything, or when we think, okay, this is it for us, that's when God will come in his form and show that, okay, that's the limiting belief. There's more to explore. There's more to find out. A lot of things are not found out yet. So it's always a journey of exploration, and someone who thinks that person knows everything, I think you should be scared of such people. And if you have something like this in you, ridiculing people for, or you feel you're morally supreme because of how you think or how you act or behave, I think this is one small warning card or caution card that just because you practice certain things the way that you do, and other person who does not practice it the way you do, ridiculing that person will also make sure that you're ridiculous yourself, because that's an ego trap, I think. Okay. We're all morally not supreme. Yeah, I think it's just our journey. Chanting holy names, I think you have to start with those who always chant my names, glorify me, and are always determined in their efforts and always offer their respect to me. Such great souls are constantly engaged and united with me through intense single-minded devotion. You might feel, what nonsense is this? So much glorification of all of these things. But I'll tell you something. When we learned pranic healing, and any chant for that matter, it's not just the what we are suggesting here, whatever chant you feel resonated with, if you chant and then you scan with your hand, usually pranic healers or people who have this general scanning properties, when you scan, you know where to stop. Suddenly there is an intuition to stop somewhere. By scanning, I mean scanning your chakra, scanning any disease. If I ask, okay, let's say Suresh, Mr. Suresh, who is 58-year-old, this old man, does he have any heart issue? It'll show me. And when I scan, it stops somewhere to show yes or no. And that's the power when you chant Om or any spiritual things like this. The scan that you do and see for good prana or good positive energy vibration, when we scan during pranic healings, we found out it is 10 times or 10 folds bigger than what we expect in general. So that's the power of these chants and mantras. You can find out scientifically as well. You'll see results yourself. That card that I wanted to show you. So for this pile, whoever chose this, release is the word that I'm hearing. Okay, and worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So if you're constantly worrying about something all the time, is it going to change the outcome? Maybe not change the outcome, or even make the outcome worse for you because you're worrying so much. So that's like for your life path to change, or for you to lead to your life path, stop the worry and release the negativity within you. You will see great results. Okay, let's go with the pile here. When a God descends, that's the first card that I'm seeing here. Let's see what is the message for us. When God descends, whenever and wherever spiritual practices are on the decline, irreligion is on the rise, I descend. So as we all know, there are bad things that happen in this world, and definitely they are bad people. But that is when the God comes, is what God is telling you. And you might have heard this plenty times, and God will come and help you or remove you from a particular issue or problem. Always you might have observed this, that there is some special power in positivity. There is some special power in having high moral ground. You feel so powerful when God is with you, and you know you're not deviating anywhere there. Then you know that one or the other day God will help you. You might have even faced the situation where you are completely giving up and you're crashing down, and some helping hand comes and then you're out of the problem. And that's the power of universe, or that's the power of your karmas. That's the power when you pray, chant and ask God to help, right? Liberation is the next card that I'm seeing here. If a work is not performed as a sacrifice to Vishnu, the person is bound by his own actions in this material world. O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for the satisfaction of Vishnu and free yourself from bondage or any selfish intent. So here what I say is, liberation simply means to not be bound by something, right? If we are having a selfish intent, if I'm helping with someone, if I'm helping with a 10 rupee coin, then I'm supposed to get 100. So tomorrow I'll be sitting and chanting, I have helped yesterday, give me 100 rupees. I have helped, I'm doing all good things. What is this? What is this? What is this? Now you're only facing everything because of the karmas that you have done. So last life, if we have harmed someone with a profession, then this life we will face job issues or professionalism. If we have not displayed proper professionalism, then we will face that issue. If we've destroyed someone's life because of our ego, selfish intent, then that will come back to us as karma. I think now, if you really want moksha or liberation, then simply you have to only intend to help without nothing in return. That's the purest form of help that you will do, a devotion that you will show towards your work. So work is worship. I think you are a few people who believe that work is worship. And even if it is just that, please continue doing your work with a lot of ethics and faith and trust in your work. I think one or the other day, you know what for you're doing all of this. So your life path is literally to do work with the highest moral or highest ethics that you can show. And that's when you will see liberation happening. You're going to feel free. Liberation is not like maybe coming and one day it's like you're done with all the karmas. Liberation is feeling free on the inside. When you do something right, you feel free of any obligation, free of any questionable character. If you're not displaying any of that, you feel so happy sometimes that, okay, I did the right thing. brain releases oxytocin, a hormone which is a happy hormone, a good hormone. When you do the right thing, that is what is getting released. And I think you should do that more often. And this pile, whoever selected, you are really in search of a guru. You're not getting the guru. And how to approach a guru, it is saying here, if you want a guru, how do you attract or approach the guru? This divine knowledge can be acquired by approaching a genuine spiritual master. Enquire submissively from him and render your service to him. Being a self-realized soul, he can easily enlighten you because he has seen the truth. And people who are in search of guru, you will definitely get the guru. How you have to approach, it is all here. So do the service, wait for the guru to come. And obviously, since you are already in the path of enlightenment, I don't think there is much to do for the guru there itself, because you are such an enlightened soul. Yeah. Next, direction from the heart. It says, I think this is when Krishna is talking to Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, the super soul residing in everyone's heart gives direction to the wandering living beings which are fixed on machine-like bodies produced from the material energy. I think whenever you do anything, think from your heart. Be kind. You don't know what kind of situation the other person is in, and your meanness or selfishness is not needed in this world. I think you can be more mellow, more kind, more gentler to people around you, because one small bad karma of yours or one small bad action of yours can lead to plenty irrelevant to your next generations. You're going to spread the karmas to your siblings, to your children, all of that. So why do anything to cause generational traumas like that? I think from your heart. When you raise your hand against your kids, when you raise your hands against anyone, or when you verbally have any abusive things to tell to anyone, even if it is a stranger on road, or even if it is someone has done something to you, but in rage you want to do something to them, I think that needs to be avoided. And think from your heart, really, does it align with how I am, or does it align really with my goals? I think this will take you a long way to think that way. And it's a very difficult task to do, correct? But that is what the Gita says. Surrender yourself also is one of the cards. That's your life path here to do all of these things, what Gita is suggesting. Surrender to me, give up all types of dharma and take shelter in me. Have no fear, I shall free you from all sinful actions. So this surrender, whether it is towards your work, towards your love, towards anything, that devotion or the sense of surrender, if you don't give, I don't think nature also will give you anything back. So nature is something that you give all your all. How you will surrender depends on who you are really. And if you just sharanagati, that's the word they say, right? You become like everything, you give up and you become one with him, then you will see great results. I think you are towards this path. Your life path says that you are someone who will be heading towards that path. And temporariness of material pleasures. O son of Kunti, the wise do not rejoice in pleasures derived from contact with the material senses. Having a beginning and an end, pleasures soon turn into misery. I think you have to focus more on deriving from the deepest pleasures of life. I think what is the highest form of meditation? It is to just help, give, and then the universe will give abundantly back to you. But before that, I think you have to stop with this obsession on expensive things and just mindlessly spending all your money on expensive things just to prove your worth. I don't think that's how it works. I believe that you are worth all the material things, of course. Whatever comes towards you, please take that. But after that, it should not become an obsession, or that material thing itself should not be your value. If the car is not there, or if the house is not there, if the money is not there, will people still treat you right? Do you have that circle around you who also respect you, also love you for who you are rather than what you make or what you get home? right? So that's the kind of earnings you have to have. The people that you earn because of your good things or good deeds, people that you'll earn because of your kindness is going to stay forever. They are going to stay with you forever and help you during your last days. Not the car, not the house, not the money, not your status, not the job you do, not the Gucci bag you own, really. So it is more about who you are, core in your heart, that makes the most here, matters the most here, I would say. So I think that is the meaning of this. Temporary materialistic pleasures are temporary for a reason. Permanent is your bhakti, permanent is your morale, permanent is your value and authenticity that you will bring to this world, and the same thing you will preach to the kids. And that's your life path here, to learn about all of these things. Wow, what a reading. The peace formula, I'm ending it with one card here, the flexibility, and the next card here is the self-esteem. Told you there's something to do with ego. Okay, so you have to tell that I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So self-esteem is good, but the moderation should be there here. Flexibility, so whatever life gives, moving in the flow of the wind, just to see what life has to offer. Both of this is the message for you and your life path here. Beautiful reading. Claim all the positivity that is coming your way. Hari Om Tat Sat.